Okay, hello and welcome. Today I am planning to show you that how this ball joint works. And we have here a very good example, and this is old ball joint and this is the brand new ball joint. And what is there a difference between those two? Firstly, this is of course very good quality, and this was interesting ball joint because I thought that this is something like this ball joint is something like 10 years old, and this ball joint was actually quite same looking like in that one. There was this silicone or this plastic rubber gasket was okay. Now this is damaged because I need to heat up this ball joint. And here is, by the way, this what that looked before, and there was problem in that ball joint that it was a little bit too much tolerance in there. And when we look in there inside, we can see that this ball joint is totally metallic, and there is this metallic area, and there was only small clap. When I moved that in this direction, up and down, I can feel that there is small clump. But in some countries, like in areas where we don't have those new ball joints available, we could maybe fix these. But we need special this rolling bearing grease like this FAG, and we could install this ball joint in that area. If I live like in some very poor country where is no any spare parts, and this is it's possible to reuse, so that we install in there this grease, and then we do here new sealant using some silicone glue. What we have those silicones, and then we could maybe reuse that ball joint. But normally when this is workable, like in that one, this inside area where is this rubber gasket in here, it is full of that kind of grease what is just in here. And if we install that full of this grease, I think that we could drive with this ball joint so long that this totally this joint worn out so old that this part goes away. But this was good quality product, and this is the new one. But this was the information that what is normally difference between this old ball joint. There is this grease is away, and there's not, and of course very often this rubber sealant is broken, something like in here, and then this goes broken. And then I like to say that some cars what are made in poor quality, they might have those ball joint, this joint, and that this material is plastic. In this car, all of those components are steel, but some very poor quality cars, they can be these parts in plastic, and then they don't last so long than this part what has been last now 10 years. 10 years and many 100,000 miles. Okay, thank you, and this was the information.